Hello again, everybody. So this week I've got some beard oils for you from JC Grooming. And this time I have two of them. So I've got two different scents that I can talk to you about. Again, I want to note that what's really important in beard oils are the carrier oils, because that's actually the oils that are going to be nourishing your beard, nourishing your skin, and just keeping beard rough and itch away, which are the worst possible things if you're growing a beard. I get pretty itchy well before this stage, and I mean, I know it's fairly short. I'm also at the stage where my beard's just kind of all, like the hairs are flying all over the place no matter what I do with it. And so I do tend to keep it fairly short, but for me, beard oils are still essential just because then my face isn't itchy and I'm not getting beard rough. And I actually do get beard rough with this short of hair, which I don't know if that's kind of surprising or not, but it's happened that way my whole life. So JC Grooming. Let's talk about the company first. So JC Grooming was founded by a guy called Jack Scrimshire in 2016. It's like many guys, he, at some point in our lives, most of us decide to grow out a beard at one point or another. And as we bearded fellows quickly find out, one, it takes work, and then two, your face is going to feel like crap and you're going to look like you have terrible dandruff if you don't do anything with it. And so a couple of years ago, when all this stuff first hit the market, it had really harsh chemicals in it. In my Badass Beard Care review, the founder of that company actually found paint thinner in one of his beard oils. And it's like, holy crap, I'm putting that on my face? Like, you might be walking around high. And so Jack from JC Grooming, he found that things would make his hair super oily, it would have weird chemicals, it just didn't work as long as it was supposed to. And so it's just like, what the heck? Jack was like, I'm just gonna make my own. And he founded JC Grooming with a simple goal. He wanted to make products that actually work. So that's simple. And he stands behind his products with a one question guarantee. And the only question that he's going to ask you when you want to return it is, what can we do to make this better? So I really like that in a company because it shows, one, that he's trying to make high quality beard products that guys are actually going to want to use and will go out of the way to find. And then two, that he stands behind it. You know, it's like, I think I'm making a good product, so much so that I'm going to stand behind it and support it with that guarantee. So they also make their products with 100% organic ingredients, which means no harsh chemicals to screw up your beard, smell funny, screw up your hair, or screw up your face, make it all itchy still, even though you're trying to avoid the itchy. And all of that, you know, it's going to have a great smell too. So I purchased two oils from them, Trouvaille and a Pricity. So this was another one that I came across a promo on Facebook. You know how Facebook works. You click on one thing on some weird obscure website somewhere far in the deep, I don't know, deep recesses of the web. And then Facebook somehow knows that. They're kind of crazy that way. But then all of a sudden, all this beard oil starts popping up on your newsfeed. So that's how I found this one as well. So first off, the carrier ingredients are, or the carrier oils are, I'm not going to be able to say the scientific names, which I included in the blog post. So if you are really interested in what these oils are called scientifically, check out the video, check out the blog post, because I'm not going to be able to say it here and I'm just going to like make fun of myself, or you can all laugh at me if I try to say it. The first one's jojoba oil. So when I make my beard oil, this is actually one of the carrier oils I've picked for myself. I tend to do, it's internet research, so I don't even want to call it research, but I tend to look up a bunch of different kinds of oils that, one, are going to be cheap, two, are going to be high quality. I mean, cheap isn't a necessary factor, but are just going to like really keep your beard healthy. So jojoba oil is perfect for moisturizing and strengthening hair. And the other oils in this are also going to be really great for that as well. So I'll just touch on that later. But it does it without leaving that greasy residue. So your beard's not going to feel oily all day. There was one point where I tried olive oil for a little bit. Bad life choice. It does nourish your hair and your face, but it's just oily and greasy all day. And you get like a weird residue from it. So don't try it. The second oil is argan oil, which I had never actually used before. And that's perfect for just like taming the unruly hairs, and it still moisturizes your beard and face. So it's going to calm everything down a little bit. It also helps your beard hair grow healthy and long. So it's going to strengthen it, which is going to help it grow a little bit better. And so hair naturally breaks as you're going. Whenever you do your beard brush and everything, you're going to find some hairs just naturally. But by strengthening it, it's going to grow a little bit longer, a little bit quicker because the hairs are just lasting longer. So the last one is amla oil, which is another one that I had never heard of before. And so digging around on the interweb, I found that this just helps moisturize your face and prevent beard rough and dandruff. It also helps prevent graying of the hair. So I'm about to turn 27 in a couple of days from the recording of this video. By the time I get it up on my YouTube and everything, I tend to be like a week or two out. I'll probably be 27. So let's just go with I'm 27. And I've already got some graying here. I did find some grays over here, and I think I found one right here. So makes me look a lot older than I am, which kind of sucks a little bit, but I'm also almost 30, but I'm also only 27. So kind of sucks. So hopefully this really helps keep the graying away, and we'll go from there. So again, I'm going to dive into the scents on each one of these. They've got a couple different kinds online that I'm not going to dive into here. I think they have 5 or 6 different smells. So pretty limited selection, which I also do enjoy because I feel like if you have too many options, it just gets overwhelming and then you can't decide because like, wait, I want to try this, but this one sounds good, but I can only buy 2, but I want to try this one. And you're just like, I don't know. I get overwhelmed with all of that and I tend to not make a decision. And as far as I've gathered from a coworker who has looked into some research around that, the more decisions you have, the less likely you are to make a decision. So by limiting yourself to a couple, you're a lot more likely to be able to choose. So the first one I'm going to talk about was actually the second oil from these guys that I tried, Apricity. And the reason I want to talk about this first is I like their inspiration behind it. So Apricity is inspired by the wonderful smell of cider and cinnamon that you might have experienced growing up when you come home from a cold day and maybe one of your parents or friends or siblings, someone like that, whoever you were living with at the time, is just making apple cider. And you come in and you just get that nice smell of cinnamon and all the other spices into it. So when I first tried Apricity, I was like, holy cinnamon, this is super strong, and it sticks with you for a couple of hours. So I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon, but if you like cinnamon, I mean, this is great for you. But it doesn't have enough cinnamon oil to burn, which I was kind of happy about because I've gotten cinnamon oil on me before and it tended to burn me. I don't know if I just had a cut on my hand or something that I got it in. I don't know if that's normal, but it's a very strong cinnamon smell. So it's definitely going to remind you of, and it's sitting on your beard too, so you're smelling it all the time. But it's definitely going to remind you of the holidays if that's something that you did growing up, for example. So they also include peppermint and patchouli oil, which helps further the wintertime feel of when you're wearing this oil. So the cinnamon is definitely the most noticeable scent that you're going to get with Apricity. But you do get just a hint of peppermint, which I definitely enjoy. And patchouli is actually a scent that I had never smelled before this one. So I was noticing something there that was a little bit on the earthy side, but I couldn't actually place it. And then when I was digging around, figuring out what patchouli actually was, I found out that that's that smell. So you get a nice hint of just all the things that make the holidays what they are. And, they bottle it in this beard oil for you. So I really hope that this brings back a lot of memories for you when you wear it. So the next one is trouvaille, which is actually a French word meaning a lucky find. And trouvaille is definitely, it's a very simple smell. It smells pretty clean though. Like I really enjoy the way that it smells. This has quickly become one of my favorite beard oils that I've had so far. So I would definitely say it's a lucky find for me. So it's simply frankincense and cedarwood. So I've already mentioned in some other videos that I've done or some other blog posts, depending on what order I post this in, because I'm recording a few videos today. But cedarwood is a great smell. I think the essential oils for cedarwood, it tends to smell like when you walk through a forest right after it rained, or when you wake up in the morning in a forest and there's just all that dew and it's just nice and cool, and there's just that cedar or woody smell that's permeating the air. And so I think the essential oils that most people use tend to really capture that. Frankincense is another scent that I hadn't really smelled before all of this, but I definitely think it adds a great complexity to the cedarwood. Um, Gives it a nice, interesting, almost planty, I don't want almost earthy smell. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say earthy, but it's definitely just the whole idea of this is to balance the bold and the understated. So, and it's JC Grooming says that that's what a gentleman is supposed to do, be a balance of the bold and the understated. And I really can't think of a better way to put it myself. Like the scents are subtle, not overly powerful, but they're definitely noticeable, and you definitely catch them. So, overall, I really like JC Grooming. They have high quality ingredients um, in their oils. You're supposed to use a couple drops on your hands each day. So you actually, what I tend to do, I could probably do it now for you. Let's do True By, since that's one that I really like. So hopefully I'm showing you this well. Just put a couple drops on your hands. I don't know. I tend to do maybe 4 or 5. Rub them together. Get it on both your fingers, and then rub it through your beard hair. So True By, like I said, it's got a great smell. I'll have to do the beard brush later, get it around there pretty well, because that was not a very thorough rubbing in. Also, if you want to do it on your hair, I tend to rub it through my hair, which helps my hair smell good just for a little bit until I put pomade in it, and then also keeps my hair soft. So it's great. So the carrier oils that they use are advertised as being organic, um, and some of their oils are advertised as organic. Not all of them, so I don't know if all their scent oils are organic or not. But overall, you get a high quality beard oil. They're about $20 for an ounce, so a little bit on the pricier side, but you're getting high quality ingredients. It's going to last quite a long time because you're only using a couple of drops. And you get some unique smells that I haven't noticed from a lot of other beard oil producers. So check them out. If you order something from them, maybe send them a note that, hey, you found it on my channel, Gentleman Reviewer. And I don't know. I don't have any sort of affiliate link with them, so I won't get any bounce backs. But um, if you like what I'm doing, I do have a Patreon account that you'll find in the links below. Or I have a PayPal account if you want to support this blog one time. But I greatly appreciate anything, even if you're just hitting that subscribe button, which again, I think is on that side. Yeah, I think I'm right because I'm trying to orient myself when I'm on this side of the camera. So you're getting, one thing I forgot to mention about JC is their products are handmade. So they make it in small batches. So you know that the company is truly standing behind what they're producing. And whatever they ship out the door, they're making sure from the get-go that it's a good quality product with high quality ingredients. And it's just going to smell great. So check them out. And thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate the support. Hit that subscribe button. And you can also find me on all of my other channels. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.